Welcome back to part 2 of our overlanding adventure on the Colorado Backcountry Discovery Route. As the sun rises, Tim and I are already breaking down camp to get a jump on this exciting day ahead. After conquering the challenges of mountain passes on day 1, today brings a whole new experience. We've left behind the switchbacks and shelf roads of the San Juan Mountains and traded them for wider, faster gravel roads that will allow us to cover some serious ground. Today, our plan is to cover around 200 miles as we journey through towns like Pitkin, Tin Cup, and Buena Vista, while also traveling over Cottonwood and Cumberland passes before reaching our final destination in historic Leadville, Colorado. All right, Tim and I have a lot of ground to tackle. Stick around. Today's roads bring a whole new vibe compared to yesterday's shelf roads. After leaving camp, we've been driving along fast gravel roads, hitting some short pavement sections, and driving through open range. This change of pace is a welcome break from the previous week. Colorado's landscapes change fast. High mountain peaks quickly change to open valleys. The variety here is amazing. As we arrive in Pitkin, Colorado, history unfolds. Named after Colorado's second governor, Pitkin thrived as a mining hub during the silver rush in the 1800s. At the town's center, the Silver Plume General Store has been around for over 50 years. It's a great place to grab some fuel and supplies along the BDR. After a quick stop in Pitkin to stretch our legs and fuel up, we're back on the road, making our way to Cumberland Pass. As we arrive at the top of Cumberland Pass at 12,034 feet, the view allows you to see for miles in all directions. The Cumberland Pass Road was built in 1882, connecting the mining towns of Tin Cup to the north and Pitkin to the south. The wagon road allowed ore from Tin Cup area mines to be shipped to the Court Station of the Denver and South Park Railroad. The ore was then shipped by rail east through the Alpine Tunnel. After taking in the views, we continue on down the other side of the pass, heading towards the small town of Tin Cup. Approaching midday, we arrived in Tin Cup, Colorado. This historic mining town has a colorful history that dates back to the late 1800s. Tin Cup got its name from one of the prospectors who carried out his gold dust in a tin cup. During its heyday, it saw a population boom and a wild reputation with saloons, gambling halls, and rowdy characters. Founded during the silver boom, it quickly became a bustling mining town, attracting prospectors in search of riches. However, as the mining boom faded, so did the town's population. Today, Tin Cup stands as a testament to its past, with well-preserved historic buildings and a strong sense of community. It's a unique blend of Old West and a modern mountain town, making it a fascinating stop on our journey north. Shortly after leaving Tin Cup, we arrived at a set of water crossings, the first of which was almost over the front tires. This caused a couple of motorcycles ahead of us to turn around and find another route. But we had no problem with either crossing and welcomed the deeper water since the 4Runner was in bad need of a car wash at this point on the trail. After completing the water crossings, some of the more exciting obstacles of the day, we're now trying to make good time as we continue on towards Buena Vista. Cottonwood Pass, a paved highway, reaches its peak at 12,119 feet. This pass was used by Native Americans before becoming a route for prospectors and explorers. After a relatively smooth morning along the BDR, we're now heading to Buena Vista to stop for lunch. After a quick stop in Buena Vista for lunch and gas, we headed out of town towards another major change in landscape. We first took some time to explore a unique old train tunnel on the north side of Buena Vista. Driving through these series of tunnels, it was amazing to think how they must have been constructed years ago. As we continued on, we came to a sandy two-track OHV area. This was a fun start to the afternoon. As we were approaching the end of this section, we came across a guy in a vehicle that we were honestly shocked to see on this rough trail. He assured us help was on the way, so we wished him good luck and got back on the road heading for Wesson Pass. Heading up Wesson Pass on our way to Leadville, we're stepping onto a historic trail. Back in the 1860s and 1870s, this pass was a toll road for freight wagons and stagecoaches. At its peak, the road was used by hundreds each day. However, with the arrival of railroads in Leadville during the 1880s, the road's use sharply declined. This rough road is the last thing between us and our final destination for the day. Wrapping up day 2 of our Colorado BDR journey in the historic town of Leadville, Colorado. We're going to take this opportunity to do some laundry before heading to High Mountain Pizza for dinner. Afterward, we're going to be heading out to Half Moon Gulch to find a dispersed campsite and enjoy the evening. Join us next week for part 3 as we continue this unforgettable adventure. Like, subscribe, and stay tuned for more overlanding excitement.